Welcome to Discover the Laws of Life lecture series. Our speaker today is an alumnus of Vedanta Academy, an institution dedicated to the study, research, and dissemination of Vedanta under the direct tutelage of world-renowned philosopher Swami A. Parthasarathy. With over 2 decades of learning and sharing, they bring practical tools to help us navigate life with clarity and purpose. Let's now take a brief glimpse into the global resource of Vedanta through a short video.
Nestled in the serene hills of Malavali, India, 108 kilometers from Mumbai, lies a campus which draws seekers of self-development. Founded in 1988 by world-renowned philosopher Swami A. Parthasarathy, the Vedanta Academy is created to develop the whole personality of young individuals through a 3-year residential course. The course curriculum is based on Swami A. Parthasarathy's 65 years of scientific research and writing on Vedanta, India's timeless philosophy on life and living. The program enables you to strengthen your intellect and gain clarity of thinking. With reflection and focused discussions, you find answers to all of life's questions. The intellectual development is accompanied with devotional practices to elevate your mind's emotions. The campus provides you with facilities to discipline your body through yoga, various sporting activities, jogging, and gym. There are also opportunities to engage in service for a higher cause in various areas of your interests. A carefully designed daily schedule nurtures spiritual growth and is supported by the company of like-minded seekers from diverse backgrounds. You can also experience the Vedanta Academy through shorter visits, corporate leadership programs, and customized retreats such as the Vedanta International Retreat for Adults and Life Decoded Youth Retreat. Learn techniques to improve yourself and your relationship with the present-day world and gain a taste of simple living and higher thinking. The Vedanta Academy is a place to find the ultimate purpose of life and uplift your personality to command success and peace.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I believe you have people from different part of the world. So, welcome everyone for this session for the day. We have discovered the laws of life. There will be 5 sessions, which will be talking about the practical application of Vedanta in our day-to-day life. So here today's topic, we are talking about how to understand yourself. Where do we start from?
Sorry to interrupt, but Shekharendra, your camera is not on. We cannot see you.
Oh no, we can see him. I can see him.
Yeah, we can see you.
He's
We
visible.
can see him.
We can
We can
see.
see him.
We can
No,
see.
no, we can see you. There's no problem.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see you. Yes.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. So to start with, you can see my sharing screen also. You guys are all okay with that?
Yes, please.
Right.
Yes.
So now let's start with most of you. How many of you are coming for the first time? How many of you have heard Vedanta before? Okay, first timers, please raise your hand, please. How many of you are coming for the first time? 25, 30. Okay, almost 50%. Right, nice.
फोन उठाउने गर के स्पिकर लिएर आउनु
Okay.
फोन कहाँ
Mute all, mute.
आप भी म्यूट हो गए हैं
Right. So let's start with the session for the day. today's topic is on understanding yourself. So the topic, as we discussed, I will just request if we can have the videos on. This is the Zoom guidelines. Keep the videos on. Please mute the mic. And if you have any question, you can raise your hand. And in the end, we will take up questions. We recommend you view to the speaker view, right? Now, let's start with the basic question, which we will be starting with is, what is life? What is life all about? When we start asking this question to ourselves, how is your life with you? What will you say? It's good, it's bad, someday it's nice, someday it's not nice, happening, not happening, too many problems, too many difficult people to deal with. You have different experiences, different way to explain what life is all about. So now, today we'll try to understand how to improvise, how to make our life better. Is there a way we can improve our life? So I'll just one. Right. So when we talk about life, we are talking about what is life all about. Life is nothing but a series of experiences. When we talk about our life, everybody's life is nothing but multiple experiences put together. So it's called Anubhava Dhara in Sanskrit. But school, university, different aspects of our life, all put together, every aspect of life is what we say is our life. So when you put together, if you say, what's your life like? It's good, it's bad, based on your experiences, right? So if my experiences are good, I say my life is good. If my experiences are not that great, I say my life is not happening. Something is wrong, not working out. So we will go deeper in the understanding of thought of life and experience. So, if we have to understand how do you feel about your own experiences in life, so what we are saying is life is nothing but a piece, all these experiences put together is your life, my life. So life is the building, the experience is the building block for your life. So if you have to change your experiences, you have to change your life, your quality of life. You have to change your quality of experiences. It's related, right? So if I want a better life for myself, I have to do something about my quality of my experiences. Now comes back to, we're still on the point about what is life. Life is nothing but series of experiences, good, bad, indifferent. If I have to change my life, I have to change the quality of my experiences, because experiences are what makes my life. It's a building block, like a Lego pieces put together. All experiences put together is my life, your life, all of our life. So when we say my life is good or my life is not that good, what you are referring to is your experiences in life. In other words, what we are saying is life is not static. It's a dynamic flow of experiences. In other words, there is something we can do about it. If it was static, which means that if my life is bad, which means it will always remain bad. There is nothing I can do about it, which is not so. Since it is dependent, it's changing, it's dynamic, it's always modifying. So I have a control on myself. I can do something about it. And that's why we say, if I have to change the quality of my life, I have to look into the component of the life, which is experiences, which makes my life. And then I have to go deeper into what makes my experiences. What defines my experiences? What are the aspects of my experiences? How do I say what's my experience, good or bad? Comes down to when you meet the world, there's experience. When you, person, me, meet the world, there's experience, right? So experience, life is made of all experiences, building blocks. Now, if I'm breaking down to experience, we are zooming in to understand how the experience works. Then we find that experience is nothing but your reaction, your relationship with the world. When you meet the world, there's experience, right? Now, the point is, if I have to improve the quality of my experience, which we said earlier, I have to, which means improve the quality of my life. How do I go about it? It's easy to say than to do it. What do we do about it? Then we are two actors. One is the world, then is the you. So if I have to change the quality of my experience, both factors has to be considered. So now what am I doing? I'm trying to change the world. I'm trying my best, whatever I can do, whatever I come across, I try to change the world. So what do? I try and change. The weather is changing. I am not happy about it. What do? I go to London. Better place now. I got a meeting summary. So I'm affected by weather. So I try to change the place. It's rainy in India. Let's go to some place where it is dry, which is winter, which is something which I prefer. Okay, fine. Nothing wrong. My experience is better. Then what happens? I go to the market is changing, fluctuating. What do? I'm excited if it's hitting the top. I'm dejected if it is not according to what I want it to be, right? The world we're talking about. Trying to change the world, change people around, change them, right? How much can we change? We can change our partners somewhat. We can change children? No, we can't. Can we change the the office we are working, the company we are associated with? Yes, we can. Try it. That works sometimes. Parents, can we change? No, we can't. So there is a limitation in what we can change with respect to the world. So leave the place, run away from the world, go to some remote place where nothing can disturb me. Everything is according to my liking, what I want it to be. Is that all? Everything okay? My experiences are improved. It is fascinating. I'm super good. I'm happy. Wait a minute. It doesn't last long. After a while, experiences are different. Things are different, right? So we try to change the world. We do it to the extent possible, but that does not change my experience, because the fact remains, I want to change the world to change my experience, isn't that? So why will I change it otherwise? So confirming or speaking language, English. Life made of experiences. To improve the experiences, I have to change the components of the experience. The components is you made the world is experience. So what I do in the world to improve my quality of experiences, I try to change the world. I try to modify the world. I try to run away from situations which I am not happy with. It doesn't work for long. It is a solution, but what we really need to realize is a temporary solution. It's not a long-term sustainable solution which I want. My expectation by changing the partner is that this person, I will live long, live happy ever after. That's what we want, right? No, the experience is different. We may carry on, we may not carry on, but the experience is very different. So we all are experiencing the world, trying to improve our experiences in the world. We try to do a lot of things, but further on, as we grow up or as we become wiser in life, we realize it's not happening. There's something more in the equation which I need to consider. There's something more which has to be done. merely changing the world, which I do not have a control of, which is limited. I cannot change everything to do with the world. So by merely trying to do something externally, I cannot change my experience internally. Disturbance, agitation, depression, dejection. How long can I keep on complaining about the world, complaining about the society, complaining about the country, and believe that is the problem? The problem is external. Any one of us have to ask, sir, what is the problem? Sir, it's just the world. Change the world, everything is okay. Which means what? I am right, world is wrong. All my problem is pertaining to the wrong world I'm relating to. Whereas Vedanta, the knowledge we are dealing with, it says there is nothing wrong with the world. The best place, the world is the most beautiful place to be in. If I am disturbed, I am agitated, it is my mistake because of my relationship with the world, not the world. World is not a problem. It is my relationship with the world. So then what do we do? Comes back to the factor to be considered. What are the other factors to be considered? You know, how do you relate to things? Imagine different experiences we have, right? How much in control of our personality we are. You are focusing on your laptop, you're trying to concentrate. Let's say you're concentrating in this lecture, and suddenly the phone rings, buzz. And imagine you're in an important task, and now it is work from home, more difficult. At least when you go to the office, the distractions are less. And so now you're at home, and the phone rings, and the next thing you know, you're lying down on the Insta for 1 hour, and you're like, what happened? I didn't ask for it, I didn't expect it, I didn't want it to be. I wanted to focus on the work, I want to complete the task. You wanted that, but suddenly what happened was a call came. You didn't take up the call. You were very strict. I know what, my work, very important, I will not take up the call. You didn't take it. But a message came, ping. Let me look at the message at least, I'll not show it, but let me just see one notification. I'm seeing the message. You saw the message. Okay, doesn't matter, I can reply later. Then you saw Insta notification. And then, okay, what is that's happening? What? Okay, let me just see one. And then suddenly you find yourself lying on the bed with the phone on your hand and you're scrolling. What happened? You lost control of yourself. Your experience is very different. Same experience, different people react differently. Imagine you're going to the office and you're stuck in traffic. Heavy traffic, people are honking. Very interesting how people react to traffic, Indian traffic. I believe most of you are Indian. You will understand, and the other countries not that bad, it's different. So what happens? They honk. There is a red light in front of you. Like, what do you expect? When you honk, the red light goes away or I disappear? What are we expecting? You keep on honking, keep on doing it. How do you react? One person, you can take it as an opportunity. Okay, doesn't matter. I know, go to the office is like a 1 hour, 1.5 hour affair every day. You can be screaming top of your voice, you're losing yourself, or you take it as an opportunity to explore yourself, to learn more. Open the podcast, listen to it. How do you see it? Anyway, you can't do anything about the world. Instead of complaining about the world, let's do something about it. Let's make it a positive thing. How can I help out? What can I do? Right? So what we are saying is Vedanta is talking about life. I'm just summarizing till now what we discussed. Life, series of experiences. Now, experiences are made up of two factors, we said, right? You and the world. Everyone on board till now? So we said life sees experiences. Now we are going deeper into experience, you and the world. So they were these people, the objective scientists who were exploring the world, making the life of the world a most beautiful place in terms of technology, in terms of modernization, in terms of touch button. You have a chat GPT, you open it, you get whatever you want to ask it. It gives you research papers. All task is reduced. Everything is perfect in the world. We have the most comfortable mattress, most comfortable pillow, temperature, air condition 24, 23. Sir, I can't take more. I am okay with 23, 24. Right? What we lost in the equation? Sleep. All that we did was to get a better quality of sleep, and in spite of making everything right in the world, what I lost is my sleep. So the question is there a way to solve the problem? I saw a person in, I was going to the Bombay airport, and the way I saw a person sleeping on a hot sand, fast asleep. We, with the smartwatch, with the sleep tracking, we are trying to manage the deep sleep and the REM and all those things. This guy is fast asleep, hot sun on the sand, he's sleeping. So it is possible to be at peace, to have an optimal experience in spite of the world not being according to our mind, what we want from it. Whatever we can change, we should change. But there is a limitation to it. So what Vedanta is saying is, find out the next factor, which is you. These were the subjective scientists, the self-realized masters who found the knowledge of Vedanta. They found out that merely changing the world is not changing the experience as we expect it to be. So there's something more which has to be addressed, something more which has to be looked into. And that something is nothing but ourself. Imagine you are looking at the movie, in a projector, you're looking at the movie, and you see a mark on the outside, right? So you clean the projector screen, you change the screen, you make it better, you change the direction, all that you're doing, and asking people to come and check. Everybody is saying, yeah, it's not going, what to do? New screen you have put, you have turned it, still it's not going, what is going on? And suddenly you realize what is missing. What you have not considered is the lens. The lens has a spot, has a dirt. Clean that. Everything is clean. So the problem is not external, problem is internal. So Vedanta, it is a knowledge, it's a science, it's a scientific and technical knowledge. So this knowledge of Vedanta helps us to understand ourselves, to deal with ourselves. Only when you have a better understanding of yourself, you have a better control of your personality. Not otherwise. How much ever you can change the world, it will be the same experiences, same situations you come across again and again. And you wonder, why is it happening? I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to get into people who are complicated, difficult. I wanted to choose all simple people around me, all the people who agree with me. And suddenly you come across people you have to deal with, you can't do anything about it, who are not agreeing with you, who are not going along with you, who are against you, who has a difference in opinion. How do we handle it? You cannot run away from the world. You have to face the world. And that's the knowledge of Vedanta. Vedanta teaches us how to face the world head on, how to be able to understand what's going on and relate to it so that we can improve our experiences of the world. This knowledge, this is the ancient wisdom given out thousands of years back. It is made up of two words, Veda and Anta. Veda and Anta. It's a Sanskrit word, okay? It's a derivation, it's a conjugation. Veda plus Anta is Vedanta. Veda means knowledge, Anta means end. Vedanta is made of two words, Veda plus Anta. Knowledge that takes you to the ultimate human experience. A knowledge which is based on facts of life. These are the principles of life and living. So it is in our interest to understand this knowledge and apply it in our day-to-day experiences, whatever we can do in our own way. So, what do you mean by that? Imagine you go in front of the fridge, you go to a room and you suddenly realize you don't know why you're here, why you came to the room. You open the fridge. How many times it happens? All of us open the fridge and said, why am I here? What am I doing? What do I want from here? You forgot. Don't remember. Some of you may be questioning, why am I in this classroom? Please don't question. You have a reason, I'm sure, to come to the classroom. I'm sure you'll get more out of it. Some points to take away to apply in your own life. Why am I here? Imagine it's not one experience. We are talking about multiple experiences where you are not sure about what you're doing, why you're doing it. You're just doing it mechanically, following a trend. Just somebody is doing something, so it must be right. Instagram trend, somebody is making a post, you just choose that again, same, making it again and again and again. For what? What's the purpose of it? No clue. Just doing it. Has to be done, I guess. I don't know. Imagine our entire life like that. Entire life is based on experiences which is not thought of. And the serious part of it is what happens after that. Because my experiences are not thoughtful, I don't know the repercussion of it. I don't know the reaction, what's coming out of it, which I'm responsible for, right? I can't say I don't know. There are so many stories of people taking a gun and shooting. You can't say, I don't know. You're doing it. But why you're doing it? I don't know. People are dead and gone. So it is important to understand a vital part of our personality which stays with us wherever we go, whatever our experiences are. It is a constant, which is me now, here, you, all of us. I need to deal with myself, understand myself better. And that's where Vedanta helps. So, more control you have of yourself, better is your experience, better is your quality of life. More in control of your personality you are, you improve your experiences. Every experience, it is thoughtful, it is logical, it is understanding, based on some logic understanding what you want to do in life, and that improves your experiences in life. Then you say, I am happy of doing what I want to do. And that improves the quality of life. Merely sitting down idle, it's not going to change. The world doesn't change by itself. Experiences doesn't change by itself. You have to put that effort. I need to put that genuine understanding and effort to do something about it. Then what am I doing? First, I need to understand myself. So, a physical body, we are going deeper into myself, my personality. A physical body merely performs action. It can't do anything. It's just dead matter, right? I cut the finger, it's like dead, there's no movement, there's no activity, right? Beyond the body, beyond the physical activity, the gross personality which we see, there is something subtler in our personality which we are not able to see, perceive, which we can't see. Very interesting. If you analyze, you see a building in front of you, right? Huge building, Burj Khalifa, you see. You see the building, you see the structure, you see the architect, you see everything around. What is that you can't see? Which is the vital part of the entire building, without which it cannot stand, is the foundation. What we can't see is the base on which it is standing. The gross part is seen. You can't say there is no foundation. There is. If you analyze it, you will know it. There is a foundation. There has to be. Similarly, our personality, we see the physical form. We go along with that. Person is acting. But beyond that action, there is something which makes the body to act. And what is that? It's called as mind and intellect. Manas, buddhi. Mind is manas, intellect is buddhi. Physical body merely performs action. Beyond the body, beyond the physical appearance, there is the aspect of a subtler personality which makes it function, which makes the body to act. And that is nothing but the mind, manas, intellect in buddhi. Let's go deeper into what is the mind, what is the intellect. Mind is nothing but feelings, emotion, impulses, likes and dislikes, indiscrimination, desires, all these are part of my mind, your mind, everybody's mind, right? Distinct and different from this is the ability in a human being, only in a human being, ability to think, reason, judge, decide, discriminate, that logical analysis, that aspect of our personality which helps us to question, that is called as the intellect. So this is a gross body, physical body is called as a gross body, and the mind and intellect is called as a subtle body. We have a physical body which merely performs action. By itself it cannot act, per se it can't do anything. It needs something to propel it, make it act. Now the question is, who is making it act? It is either the mind in our personality, emotions, feelings, or the intellect in our personality, thinking, reasoning, logical aspect of our personality. When we are okay till now, our personality is made up of the body, mind, intellect. Simple. Mere body cannot function. Mind is mere emotions. But what Vedanta is saying is, all our actions should be guided by the intellect, should be driven by the intellect, should be shown an understanding by the intellect. Your action is meaningful only when you know what you're doing, a conscious action. Now let's understand the aspect of the mind. Mind is, how do you understand the mind? Mind is like a child in us. What is the intellect? It is like an adult in us. Now, is there anything wrong with the child? No. Child is beautiful. He has so much energy. He has so much of activity he wants to do. Nothing wrong with the child. But if you let the child decide your course of action, you have no control. So mind has no direction, no dimension. Mind can ask for anything and everything. It just wants it. There's no reasoning for it. Whereas you have an adult in us, all of us have an adult in our personality called as the intellect, buddhi, which is supposed to be employed for every action. Why do we say that? Because merely listening to the child, imagine all actions you're doing based on what the child says. Child says, Papa, I want to go there. Dad, I want to go there. Mom, I want to go there. I have to go there. And you get so confused. Beta, child, I want to follow you. I want to understand you. But what do you want? You're going on the way. Suddenly says, no. This is not the way. I want to change. I have to go there. Suddenly you change. Then again the child says, no. This is not what I want. I want something different. Every moment the child is impulsive. Child has no discretion. Child has no understanding. You can't explain the child. Now, what can you do? You can't tie the child. Imagine the child is making noise. So what do? Tie the child in the chair. That's not the way to handle the child. Child has energy. As an adult, we have to guide that energy, channelize that energy. Then it becomes productive. Child grows as a person. It learns, it new things. It has so much energy to say, don't act is not practical. But when it is guided action, it is optimal. It is potential. It grows. Right? The next example to understand the mind and intellect is mind is like a river flowing. Imagine a river flowing. Huh? It's there is no guidance, there is no boundary, there is no. It can destroy the fields, it can destroy the cities. It's serious. When it is not controlled, it can completely destroy things around it. But if it is guided by the banks, which is the intellect, then it becomes a guided, a controlled flow of water, which becomes power. You generate energy. It becomes beneficial for everybody. Same water. So you can't say water is the problem. You can't say river is the problem. It is the unguided river which creates the problem. Mind is like a child in us. Intellect is like an adult in us. So what they're saying is, what Vedanta says is, do not let the child in you to dictate terms for what your actions are. Remember, action, mind, intellect. So it is important that we understand the mind better, the feelings and emotions. Let all your actions be guided by your thinking, reasoning, logic. Why do you say that? Because only then you are in control of your personality. Remember the earlier slide we said, more control you are of your personality, better your experiences, better your life. You lose control of your experiences, you don't know what you're doing, you're randomly doing something, your experiences are bad, and the life is bad. You complain. So what they're saying is that try to apply, understand, and develop the intellect so that it can guide all your actions. So the question is, who is on the driving seat? Is it the child which is driving the car or the adult? If the child is driving, you may have all your seat belts on, but doesn't matter. If I were you, I would not sit there. You don't know. The child is innocent. It doesn't know what he's doing. You can't let the child drive the car. It needs to grow up. So an adult needs to guide the child. So overall, what we'll try to do is we'll have a game just for us to understand how does this mind and intellect, all this works, okay? So we'll take some instances and see, do we really understand how this mind and intellect is working? Is that okay with us? So I'll just before that, we'll just cover one point, the last point, and then we'll go to the intellect and subtle intellect. Here we're talking about how to differentiate between intellect and intelligence. Generally, in the world, when we talk about intellect, buddhi, it is understood as intelligence. Intelligence is knowledge acquired from external sources, teachers and textbook. Intellect is your ability to apply. So that you have to develop by yourself. No external source can help you to develop your intellect. Intelligence is acquired from information you gather from external sources. Intellect is developed by yourself, by thinking, by reasoning, by not taking anything for granted. You're developing your ability to analyze, to think, logical aspect of your personality. Simply put, Difference is this: intelligence is collecting the dots, all your information you put together, keep on collecting. And now so you have chat GPT, you have so many AI platform, you have informations after informations and data after data, you keep collecting information. Intellect is connecting the dots, making sense of that information and applying in your own life. Doesn't matter how much you know, how much I know, but if I can't apply that knowledge in my own life, it has no meaning. That requires intellect. Intelligence you're gaining from external sources, from people, from textbook, but that doesn't help. What is important is the intellect. I need to develop my intellect to apply in my life that knowledge which I have gained. Mere information does not help. So now let's get into the game. We are going to take few questions, few situations we'll give, okay, and we'll try and see who is saying that. Is it the mind or the intellect? Okay, so first we will say whoever thinks, we'll take the first question. If you think it is the mind, raise your hand, then you can lower it, then we will lower it, and then whoever says intellect, raise your hand. Okay, the first question to analyze for ourselves is a cake conundrum. Okay, you have decided to eat healthy, you walk past your favorite bakery and smell fresh chocolate cake. Voice in the head says, one piece won't hurt, you can work it off later. Okay, sorry, whoever's, you can raise your hand. You can mute yourself, mute all. Whoever says, one second. So whoever says it is the mind, raise your hand. Right now it's just the mind, not the intellect, okay? Whoever says it is the mind, raise your hand.
It's the mind.
Okay, so we have 44 people, 45 people saying it is the mind, and lower your hand. How many of you says it is the intellect? (14 people). 16 people says it's the intellect. Okay, so 45 people says it's the mind, 15 people says it's the intellect. Fine. So it is the mind, right? It's the mind. It says that, I can have it, doesn't matter, I can always get off later. It is the mind, mind's impulses. I want to do it. I have a liking for it. Because of that, I'm not concerned. I'm not able to control my temptation. Correct. Somebody, Harapia said mind. Correct. It's the mind, isn't it? It's the mind. Okay, let's go to the next one. What's a war? You have received a rude message from a colleague in your family group. Somebody sends a very nasty message and directly at the rate your name, and they have written a very nasty message. Now, voice within says, reply now, show them you are not someone to mess with. How many people says it is the mind? Raise your hand. How many people says it's the mind? Okay, 35, 45, 49, 50 people. 50 people says 52. Right, 55 people says it is the mind. 56, okay. Right, lower your hand. Okay, now, how many people says it's the intellect? Okay, 6 people. Not bad, not bad. Okay, right, great. So, you will receive a message and you want to give it to the person now and here. Huh? It is the mind. It's the mind. It says, you know what, reply now. You know what you can do to handle it? Type it. Put in the draft in WhatsApp. Don't send it because you don't know how it's going to come out. So just write it. So the intellect says, pause, think. Is it worth it? Is it even worth sending the message? The person may be he may be drunk and say something. Correct. Somebody says, don't reply immediately. Very right. That's the intellect. So mind is impulsive. It acts. So when you get a message, the mind is, I have to immediately reply it. Hold on, pause, think. That is the intellect. Okay, let's go to the next question. Morning alarm battle. Okay, your alarm rings at 6 a.m. for your morning walk. Voice within says, it's too cold. Sleep 10 more minutes. How many of us says it's the mind? Raise your hand. How many of us says it's the mind? Okay. 40, 42, 45, 49, 52, 54 people, 55. Not bad, right? So it's too cold outside, and 59 people are saying that it is the mind, right? Yeah, it's ringing, and you're like, no, man, it's too cold. Snooze it. Again, it rings. Snooze it. Poor fellow, man. What can you do? The alarm is only trying to help you what you want. Snooze it. But the intellect says, just get up and go. Right? So that is the ability, that is the capacity, that is the voice within you. It says, now has to be done. You know it is a good thing for you. You want to do it. Let's go to the next question. Family argument. I've taken one more, okay? This is the second last, okay? Family argument. Your partner criticizes you how you handle something, okay? She's angry with you, and there's all that discontent, you understand. Voice says, you always do this, I'm not going to talk to you. Mind or intellect? First, start with the mind. How many people say it's the mind? Raise your hand. Okay, 35, 45, right? Picking up mind, nice. Okay, 57, right? We're getting it, right? We're getting it. This is what we're talking about. Lower your hand. This is the mind, where the mind says, it reacts based on the action. Correct. Somebody says, wait, cool down, it will cool down later. Correct. She has a point. Let's try and have a discussion and understand the perspective. Your intellect reasons it out. It doesn't react immediately. You are able to be in control of your personality. You're not actively doing things. You are holding on. You're able to pause down, relax, don't react, think, and then act on it. That is the capacity of the intellect. And the last one, online sales. Amazon sale coming on 11 to 14. All notifications are active. Everybody is talking about the Amazon sale, 70%, 80%, right? And then you go to the shopping mall and see a discount tag everywhere, right? Voice says, do I really need it? I can get it whenever, later. I don't use it, anyways it will get spoiled. How many of us says it's the mind? How many of us says it's the mind? Not bad, nice. 8 people says the mind. Right. It is the intellect. Correct, you got it right. This is the intellect. The mind says, you never know if the sale will be there or not. Let's get it now. But the intellect says, hold on. Do I really need it? Is it necessary? Just because it's cheap, I have to buy it? It will get spoiled. Anyway, I have to buy again. So I wasted my resource. Why do I have to get it? That capacity to pause, to think, to analyze is the ability of your intellect. So more you develop the intellect, more control you have on your actions. Right? Now, let's get a bigger picture of the slide we did earlier. We said the body, the mind, the intellect. Right? Just to give you the overall perspective. We said the body merely performs action, but I'm extending it, zooming it further to say the body has organs of perception and organs of action. It's not merely action. I'm going deeper into the idea and saying that body is nothing but it has perception. You perceive, eye, ear, nose, tongue, and skin. You perceive the world and you act in the world. Right? So your physical body has organs of perception and action. Your mind feels various emotions, right? We discussed that. Now, when you come to intellect, we said, what is intellect? It thinks, reason, judge, decide, but there is more to it. Intellect has a gross intellect and a subtle intellect. We'll come to that understanding. Till now, we said, what is intellect? Ability to think, reason, judge, decide, discriminate, analyze. That aspect of my personality is called as the intellect buddhi. Now we are saying there is more to it. When you go zoom in, there is more. How does it work? There is something called as a gross intellect, and there's something called as a subtle intellect. Right? What is a gross intellect? Gross intellect is that which analyzes things in the realm of the world, terrestrial world. Okay? When you are thinking in the realm of the world, it is the gross intellect. And when you are applying yourself in the realm of the transcendental, in terms of reflection, thinking, contemplation, you're going beyond the understanding of what you're seeing, your perception. You're trying to go beyond it. That is transcendental. That which is not seen, trying to explore. Where did they come from? What is all going about around me? You're questioning the fundamentals. You are applying, you're using your subtle intellect. You have a gross intellect, you have a subtle intellect. Gross intellect, what is intellect? Ability to think, reason, judge, decide, discriminate, analyze. When you use this ability to think in the gross realm, in the terrestrial world, it's called as a gross intellect. Just a word given, right? When you use the same thinking, same application, logical ability in the transcendental realm, area which is beyond the terrestrial, it is called as a subtle intellect. So the difference is in the area of application. Gross intellect, like axe. Axe you use in the to cut the tree. It's a gross action, right? You can't use the same axe to shave, right? And razor used to shave. It's a subtle activity. You can't use a razor to fell the tree, right? So both has an independent activity, independent capacity based on the area of application. Okay, so we are saying, going back to the last slide, so body, perception and action, mind feels emotions, intellect has a gross intellect and a subtle intellect. And just to complete the whole picture, there is a unifying factor for all this, and that is called as self, Allah, Vaheguru, Bhagwan, whatever you want to call it as. That life-giving principle is called as the reality, Brahman in Vedanta. That is which makes the body to act, mind to feel, intellect to think, right? So we will just conclude by we will take up questions after the sessions. You can keep your questions. So we are just concluding. We have 5 minutes. So a quotation by Swamiji: living is an art, a skill, a technique. You need to learn and practice it as you would to play a musical instrument or fly an aircraft. See, by now we have realized how much effort we are putting just to understand about life and living, isn't it? It does not come naturally. That's what Swamiji is saying. What he's saying is, living is an art, a skill, a technique. Just because you have lived for 30, 40, 70, 80 years does not mean you know how to live life. It's a technique. It's an art. You have to learn and practice it. World is not a problem. Why our experiences are a problem? Why we are having bad experience in the world? Because we have not learned this technique of living, technique of managing ourselves, controlling our personality. So Vedanta, the knowledge of Vedanta teaches us to understand ourselves and be in control of ourselves. So the whole thing comes down to, imagine within you, there's a conflict going on, in a courtroom, mind and intellect. Question is, who wins? Whoever is stronger wins. If the mind is stronger, he always wins. Sometimes intellect is strong. It counters it. It has reason. Intellect wins. So if you have intellect in control of your personality, you are peaceful, you're dynamic, you're able to apply yourself, whatever you do. If the mind is active, You had it. It's too disturbing, agitating. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. You don't know what you're saying to other people. You don't know how you're doing it. All that is going on. So the final thing, what we're talking about is upgrading ourselves, is about applying ourselves, knowing ourselves. See, don't we upgrade our devices? All the devices we have around us, we keep on upgrading the software, we keep on upgrading the hardware. After 5 years, 7 years, we don't use it, isn't it? Why don't we consider upgrading ourselves, our own personality? What are we doing about it? Just because we are physically growing, does it mean it has upgraded our life? More pressure, depression, dejection, agitation, not able to handle people. How do you go about it? Upgrading means there has to be more stability, there has to be more better performance, battery life. Similarly, upgrading our life will mean there has to be more stability in our personality, a stamina to face any challenge, performance, dynamic in life, not procrastinating, do it now, here, whatever has to be done. Dynamic, battery life, being able to handle things, being able to face challenges in life. So it is important. So I thought, you know what? I thought having a task for you guys, we are just 2 minutes away, for this 1 week. A task which you can apply for yourself. Try it out. Next week, we'll be meeting for the session on stress. This chart you can make for yourself. Every day, just keep a general idea. Don't worry about much about it. How many of your actions are based on the mind? How many of your actions are based on the intellect? By now, you understand mind is impulsive actions. You don't know what you're doing. You're just mechanically doing something. And intellect is organized, thoughtful, understanding, logical action. Okay. So day 1, just write down. You can do different ways. You can do that 4 and 5. Those different way of marking. You can do whatever is convenient for you. So just for your reference, next week we will try and use that for the session for the stress. So we'll see how to use that. So for now, just as a task for yourself, every day, end of the day, don't spend too much time. If you don't remember, it doesn't matter. Just mark down how many actions were based on the mind. You may remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 actions today I did, which was mind led. And I think 3 actions were intellect led. Then put it text. Don't analyze much. Okay. So try and do this task. Let's see how it comes. And then we will discuss on that later. Thank you so much. We are in the end of the session. This is the session for the next week.